City of Darkness, Kowloon Walled City. Even the name sounds dangerous. This wasn't just another city. It was a place of shadows, a labyrinth of humanity. They called it the City of Darkness. And for good reason. It was a world unto itself, a teeming hive of life compressed into the tightest of spaces. It was a place where the rules of the outside world didn't apply. This is its story. A fortress of history. The Kowloon Walled City, a place shrouded in mystery and intrigue, stands as a testament to human resilience and adaptability. Its story is one of conflict, survival, and an unyielding spirit. Kowloon's story is a tangled one. It's a narrative woven with threads of power struggles, cultural clashes, and the indomitable will of its inhabitants. The city's origins trace back to a time when it was merely a military outpost. It began as a Chinese military outpost. Established to defend against pirates and to assert control over the region, it was a symbol of Chinese sovereignty. Then, the British came knocking. In 1841, during the First Opium War, the British seized Hong Kong Island. This marked the beginning of a new era, one that would see the region transformed under colonial rule. They took Hong Kong, but Kowloon was a thorn in their side. The British were determined to expand their control, but the walled city remained a contentious point. A treaty left it to China. The Treaty of Nanking in 1842 ceded Hong Kong Island to Britain, but left Kowloon Walled City under Chinese jurisdiction, creating a unique geopolitical anomaly. Nobody could agree who was in charge. This ambiguity led to a power vacuum, and the walled city became a place where neither British nor Chinese authorities had clear control. So it festered, a lawless pocket in a rapidly changing world. People flocked to Kowloon. It became a haven for those who sought to escape the rigid structures of society. Refugees, outcasts, those seeking a life away from rules. They found solace within its walls, creating a community bound by necessity and survival. Buildings rose on top of buildings. The lack of regulation led to an architectural phenomenon where structures were built haphazardly, resulting in a dense, vertical maze. It was a city built vertically, a concrete jungle in the truest sense. Narrow alleys and towering high-rises created a labyrinthine environment that was both fascinating and foreboding. By the 1980s, over 33,000 people were crammed into a few blocks. The living conditions were harsh, with limited access to basic amenities, yet the community thrived in its own unique way. It was the densest place on Earth. Despite the challenges, the residents of Kowloon Walled City created a vibrant, self-sustaining society, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. Life in the shadows. Imagine a place where sunlight is a luxury, where the sky is a mere memory. This was the reality for the residents of Kowloon Walled City. The air was thick with humidity, mingling with the aroma of 1,000 meals being prepared. Street vendors and food stalls lined the narrow pathways, offering a variety of flavors and scents that defined the essence of Kowloon. Buildings were so close they blocked out the sky, creating a labyrinth of shadows. The architecture was a chaotic blend of necessity and ingenuity, with every inch of space utilized to its fullest. The streets, narrow and winding, were always bustling with activity. People moved through the tight alleyways, navigating the maze-like structure with ease, as if it were second nature. Life was lived in the open, in the alleys and on the rooftops. The rooftops served as communal spaces where residents could escape the confines of their cramped apartments, finding solace under the open sky. It wasn't pretty, but it was home. Families adapted to the limited space, creating cozy living areas within the small apartments. Despite the lack of privacy, there was a sense of belonging. They created a network of walkways and bridges above the streets, connecting buildings and providing alternative routes. These makeshift structures were a testament to the residents' resourcefulness and determination. Businesses thrived in the darkness. Small shops, eateries, and services operated within the city, catering to the needs of the community. The entrepreneurial spirit was alive and well, even in the shadows. Doctors, dentists, even schools operated within the city. Makeshift clinics provided essential health care, while schools offered education to the children, ensuring that life continued despite the challenging conditions. There was a sense of community, a shared struggle that bound them together. Neighbors looked out for one another, forming bonds that transcended the physical confines of their environment. In the shadows of Kowloon Walled City, life thrived in its own unique way. A city of survivors. Kowloon Walled City, a place unlike any other, stood as a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. Nestled in the heart of Hong Kong, It was a labyrinth of narrow alleys and towering structures, a city within a city. Life in Kowloon wasn't for the faint of heart. The streets were always bustling with activity, a constant hum of life that never seemed to quiet down. Children played in the streets, their laughter echoing through the narrow alleys, while adults went about their daily routines, navigating the crowded pathways with practiced ease. It was a place of grit, where you had to fight for everything. Small shops lined the streets, each one a testament to the hard work and determination of its owner. People carried heavy loads, their faces etched with the lines of countless struggles, yet their eyes shone with a fierce determination. Water was scarce, sanitation was poor, and danger lurked around every corner. The infrastructure was makeshift at best, with limited access to clean water and proper sanitation. Yet despite these challenges, the residents of Kowloon found ways to make do, to survive, and even thrive in their unique environment. But the people of Kowloon were survivors. They had to be. Families lived in close quarters, often sharing small, cramped spaces with multiple generations. The elderly, with their weathered faces and wise eyes, were living testaments to the city's enduring spirit. There was a spirit of resilience, a sense of looking out for one another. Neighbors helped neighbors. In this tightly knit community, people relied on each other for support and companionship. Community gatherings were common, where stories were shared and bonds were strengthened. Businesses relied on each other. The local economy was a web of interdependence, with vendors and shop owners forming a network of mutual support. Each business, no matter how small, played a crucial role in the community's survival. It was a self-sufficient ecosystem, a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and endure. The residents of Kowloon Walled City created a thriving community out of necessity, turning challenges into opportunities. Their story is one of resilience, ingenuity, and the unbreakable human spirit. Where there's lawlessness, there's opportunity, and the Triads, Hong Kong's notorious gangs, saw plenty of it in Kowloon. They took control of the city's underbelly. Gambling dens, brothels, and opium dens flourished. The Triads were the law in Kowloon. They collected taxes from businesses and residents. They settled disputes, often brutally. The police rarely ventured inside, and when they did, it was with caution. Kowloon was the Triads' domain. Kowloon Walled City was a real-life dystopia, but it was also a breeding ground for creativity. Artists, writers, and filmmakers found themselves drawn to its gritty, futuristic aesthetic. It was a place where reality blurred with fiction. The city's dense architecture, the constant hum of activity, the sense of being in a world apart, it was a visual feast. Kowloon became a shorthand for cyberpunk, a tangible representation of a future gone wrong. The influence of Kowloon Walled City on popular culture is undeniable. Films like Blade Runner and Ghost in the Shell drew heavily on its visuals and themes. Video games like Shenmue 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops recreated its labyrinthine streets. Kowloon became a character in its own right, a symbol of urban decay and societal breakdown. It served as a warning, a vision of what could happen if technology outpaced humanity and cities spun out of control. In the early 1990s, the decision was made to demolish Kowloon Walled City. It was a necessary evil, a way to reclaim a piece of land that had been lost for so long. But the city's legacy wouldn't be so easily erased. Architects, photographers, and filmmakers documented every nook and cranny of Kowloon before it was gone. They captured its essence, its spirit, its unique place in history. They ensured that even though the physical city was gone, its memory would live on. There's something about Kowloon Walled City that continues to fascinate us. Maybe it's the allure of the unknown, the glimpse into a world without rules. Maybe it's the sheer audacity of it all, the idea that such a place could exist. Whatever the reason, Kowloon's grip on our imagination is undeniable. It's a reminder that even in the most crowded, chaotic corners of the world, humanity finds a way to survive, to connect, to create. Kowloon Walled City may be gone, but we can still learn from it. It's a reminder of the importance of community, of the resilience of the human spirit. It's also a cautionary tale about the dangers of neglect, of what can happen when we allow places and people to fall through the cracks. Kowloon wasn't a utopia, but it was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It's a story that deserves to be told, remembered, and learned from. Kowloon Walled City, a city of darkness, a city of survivors, a city that should never have existed, but did. And in its existence, it left an undeniable mark on the world. It's a place that continues to haunt our imaginations, a reminder of the dark corners of human history and the enduring power of hope, resilience, and the human spirit. It may be gone, but it will never be forgotten,